Wotech shirt. Wotech.
What's up?
Wotech shirt. Robotech. Do you remember Robotech? Can you hear me? Sure. Turn it on.
I'm hearing multiple versions. Hold on here a second. Alright. My CPU's pegged right now, and I can't hear you at all anymore.
Really?
There we go. I can hear you now, and the buzz is gone also. I may just have to turn you up a bit.
Oh, yeah?
There we go. We're good. I can turn you up in my headset, which is what everybody hears anyways, so.
Are you ready for the radio?
I'm ready for whatever, man. Fuck it. Let's
go. All right. And here we are on another wonderful Wednesday. I am Thumping Loud, joined by Sewn Together.
Yo.
And that would be all this week. We got Guru traveling. We are the Angry Dandelion, so let's have fun with it.
Yeah, why the fuck not? That's why we're just gonna sail for a masterwork treasure. We're going after treasure today. I need to drop my graphics. No, that didn't matter. My CPU's pinged at 100% right now, man, running all this shit.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm not far off. I'm with everything I've got running over on my end. I'm in the same boat you are. My cam is like sticky as shit because it just keeps popping around.
Some shitty Windows update or something that I don't fucking know about? Probably, man. Probably some shitty Windows update.
That would be about par for the course.
We aren't dropping any frames. So that's
these are good things.
I know what also did it is I decided to go ahead and test the bandwidth, and we're going out in 1080p to Facebook and shit.
Oh, so you went full on.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure why the hell not? And we're running at a 4500 bit rate on both Facebook and YouTube.
Nice.
0 drop frames so far. And on top of that, I'm running a motherfucking game. I'm about to turn my fan curve up, though. Give me just a second here, man. I'm going to turn my fans up a little bit on my computer, because...
all right. Well, there folks out there in Radio Land are right there ready for it. If y'all don't know, we are playing Atlas today, and that's kind of what we got going on. Been a couple updates, one from last month, one from this month. You probably heard us talk a lot about it over the past month, about how the game brought us back. And we're thoroughly enjoying the return to the game. We've been able to do and get everything pretty much that we've wanted to get.
Yeah.
And seem to have ourselves pretty well established right now. I'm very confused because we're broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
And it says we're on the air, but it says now playing as Dennis Leary.
Yeah, Dennis
Let
Leary.
me refresh.
Detected high CPU usage. No.
Did it?
Way.
Did it?
No fucking way, man.
No way this is occurring over here. I mean, there's no way.
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
YouTube's image quality is still kind of shite, as always. Facebook's looks really good.
For me, I'm kind of like YouTube looks good. We're letting on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I got backwards. Muddy on YouTube and look good on Facebook. What's that?
Your mic was cutting in and out real bad on me. But it seems to be okay now. Seems to be. There we go. I got some CPU usage down. I dropped the bit rate a little bit.
All right.
Dropped the bit rate 2500 on each of them.
If they'd optimize Atlas, it would be a lot better. Considering the fact that it wants to use 80% of your fucking CPU and GPU every time it starts anyway.
Yeah, plus I'm running it in window mode on high graphic settings in a resolution that's not the resolution of my monitor. Locking the frame rate at 30 FPS, all to try and get stable FPS on the stream. And you even look robot-y.
Oh, I'm Max. Mad Max Headroom from the MTV commercials in the 80s.
Yeah, maybe that's not. I don't know that that's me, man. I think that's actually, yeah, I think that's okay. All right, that's you. That's definitely you. It's not me.
Yeah, that part's me. Yeah. I told you.
I didn't realize. I thought that was because your bandwidth was getting eaten up because you were controlling a whole live show, not just in general. And you lost all audio.
Oh yeah?
No, now I can hear you.
No, it's because I wasn't fucking talking.
Oh, well, what the fuck are you talking? We're on a goddamn radio show and you're gonna sit and be silent.
Yes.
That makes no goddamn sense. I'm trying to put levels into a bear over here. You're trying to be quiet. Should I put it in oxygen? Does the bear need to breathe? That's the real question. No.
Is this bear on this boat? Are we traveling?
Yeah, we're getting ready to.
Alright, so today they did a buff basically to all of us sailors out there instead of the people who sit at home. We probably need to put some oil in that lighthouse. Get that back going. But we've been pretty much roaming the ocean, and crew got really damn expensive to maintain when you're trying to pilot a galleon with just 2 guys and a shit ton of crew. So we went through, and the community had obviously been raging and decided to go ahead and up that crew cost. Not up the crew cost, but up the benefit of paying the crew. So now instead of it being 1 gold every 2 hours, something like that, 6. Yeah. And they've decided to switch that up, and now, come on, come in here. Now it is 1 gold every 5.4, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. They said they doubled it, so it would be like 5.2. Either way, that's fantastic. It just sucks they decided to do that right
after we lost half our crew.
Yeah, after we had half our crew mutiny because we're the only ones really on.
Yeah, maintaining an island is really rough on 2 guys. And that is...
We're doing it, man.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been tasked with, and we're handling it. What's our gold on the flag like?
No idea. I'm out gathering some mats for the road because I don't think there's much left on the...
I just emptied my boat onto your boat.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. So I'll grab some fresh ones because I like to sit fresh.
1530 on the flag currently.
Oh, okay, so we're still good. Down a little bit from yesterday, but we're still good. But this map we're getting ready to do, this masterwork, man. It's going to take care of the flag for a few days, 2,500.
And so we're pretty solid on the fact that we're going to be able to do this.
Yep, I'm bringing Bud, the King of Bears.
And I got Sybil.
Yep, I'm bringing... I mean, you know...
Sybil's like a 52 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what's Bud right now. Bud's a 56 already. Bud will finish up at a 74, which is max level you get on
Oh, is it?
Wild tame, yeah, 30 is the highest tame you'll see in the wild, and you get 34 levels or 44 levels or something like that.
Okay.
So he'll max it. Well, he got 14 levels on the tame bonus, so then
Right.
he'll get 30 levels on top of that. So it was a 44 when I tamed him.
Right. 30 got the jump to 44 because you got him at peak with an excellent tame.
Yep.
You didn't get screwed on that at all.
Nope. 99.8%.
And then turned around.
We're not doing any taming. We're straight at it. We're trying to grab stuff you don't need.
Is there anybody that may be playing Atlas out there interested in it at all? Did you tag the Facebook game?
No, I did not tag the Facebook game. I should have. I don't think I can do that now, though. I could restart the Facebook stream.
Edit post. You can edit post live on the fly.
Oh, yeah. Actually in Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Edit video.
That way it at least puts it in a category. Who knows? Maybe they'll like that again. But yeah, let's see. Let's go over here and take a look at these patch notes.
There we go. Now we have Atlas tagged.
And this is the time. Is that the latest information? Is the Man the Harpoons post? Yeah, Captain's Log 28.
As far as I know, I guess. I don't pay attention to the captain's logs, to be honest with you. And I'm fucking with stream shit right now. I'm trying to... Sorry. Things bother me.
Okay. On radio.
Yeah, I'm
Like you were telling me.
All right.
Is it streams still?
Yeah, well, it's the quality of the YouTube stream, man. It's just shite. And I'm not sure if it needs more bandwidth or less bandwidth or what the hell is going on, but I've dropped the bandwidth and it's not doing any good. So now I'm going to up the bandwidth and see what that does. Oh, the life of being a shitty streamer. We'll up the bandwidth and see what happens. Alright. Let's see here. Matt. This little purple beauty right here. Let's plot a course, shall we? The island that someone already has. What, Jameson? I think it's this one. Yes. So it's the northeast island.
All right, so we got a course plotted. Everything that they went through for the what was the last update? The 1.5 update.
Yep. That was the mega update.
The 1.5. It was mega update number 1. That was last month's mega update, right? The April update was 1.5. This one is 1.8. 7 or something like that. Try to get my numbers right here.
Some stars right quick. Get my sextant buff on for this voyage.
The fortunate thing for us on returning to the game and moving into a new group with new people that we met and a new Discord that has been invaded and a new forum that has been created and everything else that's taken place since we've returned to the game. We have the next mega update, which becomes a little concerning because we know when we came back to the game, everything had been wiped. New servers had been created. All kinds of stuff was different. And they were like, all right, that was that mega update. And a month later, we're going to have another mega update. And so people were like, what does this mean that we're going to get another wipe? Fortunately, no, not right now. We are still basically kind of early access, beta testing on this game. Everybody knows we've got a 2-year plan, is what the guys are saying. You know, they're working on things, and things will get done. There's no timeline on.
There's no time frame. Is this Anthem or Atlas? No, they're actually better about keeping up their promises and doing things than BioWare was with Anthem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna freaking just let myself keel over here. I'm gonna down the bottom and in my life because I'm about to die.
Swinging through the air there.
Well, if you could do the neighborly thing.
Yep. And actually get into the game. No. I'm just over here looking at patch notes and YouTube chat and Facebook chat. You know, all the other shit we're actually doing.
Yeah. There, I feel better.
There. Murdered. Temporarily.
Make this one better.
Burr. What you drinking there? Have a feeling we know this beer already.
Yeah. Paul Patriot.
Brewdog. And Brewdog's trying to expand like super serious.
Oh yeah.
They've opened another one of those in Europe.
Nice.
I was like, well, damn. I was kind of excited to go to the one in Ohio.
Yeah.
And how often can anybody say that? Excited to go to Ohio. Me a lot, man. I've still got family there. So.
Someone said it.
Well, I've said it probably a couple times. I mean, like I said, I got all my family before.
LeBron James said it once, I'm sure.
When he was leaving Miami after winning championships. Yeah. He was like, yeah, man, I'm excited to go back to Cleveland. They're going to tell you. And he was excited, and he went and he gave them a championship. But, no, I mean, even I've said it a couple times. Most of my family actually comes from that area, like on my grandmother's side.
Right on.
Like they're all northern and central Ohio. So made a lot of trips up there as a kid. Haven't made a lot of trips back there since then. Plan on making a couple though. I mean, got to come up there and other we can get to that and drowned our shower.
Maybe that's what I'll do. Get a night in that hotel for my birthday and go see Spider-Man all by myself. Go watch a movie and then go back to the hotel and pretend everything.
He's gonna drown himself in the shower.
Mm-hmm. There's probably a beer come out of the shower.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't take a lot. You'd probably have to just like unhook one hose, hook up another hose, and it'd be good to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Attach your shower head to the little refrigerator or whatever that's supposed to be in the rooms.
Well, to my understanding, there were tap handles in the shower of some of those rooms.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so just shower in beer. We're out in public,
Like,
man, dude, you take a bath in beer? I hope you're like, yes. Yes, I did.
They don't know what to say.
I actually did. It was great. You're just jealous.
No, we know it. We're hearing the jealousy right there in your tone. We can tell you wish you had been bathing in beer this morning, but no.
You are not that lucky.
Nope. You had to bathe in water with soap. I got beer with suds.
That's right. The suds help to cleanse.
Right, exfoliating.
Yeah. Great complexion.
It was something complex. Good people.
I got lucky, dude. I almost
And
lost
for any
my shite.
Oh yeah, kept something on your body.
Yeah, my freaking armor, man. Almost. I re-equipped it to my freaking dead body again. That's alright. I'm about to cook up my dead body. Good treats. Good kitties.
Oh, I thought you were going for the tigers.
Ooh, no, you're right. Animal. Ooh, there's only 2 human meats for us to eat.
Do they call them human meat? No.
No. They call it
That would be Rust differentiated between human meat and animal meat, and the various types of animal meat. Like kill a chicken, you got chicken. Now the weird part with Rust was you kill a deer, you also got chicken. I don't know how that worked. But
chicken of the forest.
yeah, that's
Would that just be it?
like no.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
yeah, that would turkey. Wild turkey. You got a car here to your left.
Yep.
But you talk to was a hammer.
You were cutting out pretty bad, my friend. I know there's nothing you can do about it. What's to say, all right?
Speed test.
So, what Thump's actually doing is learning how to speak Morse code. So, if you got anyone out there who knows Morse code, just go ahead and decipher what Thump's saying. And post that into the chat. So I know what Thump's saying. Just watch the sale and shit. Or listen to it, I guess. If you're listening on the radio, you can hear the storm. This wind is not very nice at all. almost heard you say something there. Things are happening. Almost, man. It's gonna be Thump's first words. It wouldn't be a Wednesday night if there wasn't some kind of technical issue somewhere. It's gonna be me here in a second. That was delicious food. Oh, that was almost a thump.
Okay, well that's your machine over there that's got to be really having the problems, because now I'm looking at a 9 ping, 350 down, 24 up. Camera's moving smooth as butter over on my side now.
You sound fine now.
And I'm also not in game, so.
Yeah, now you sound fine. So it's not on my end, man. Otherwise our stream would be shit.
Well, based on what I'm watching here on YouTube, I'm not going to give it much quality above shit, but...
well, that's funny, because I got 60 FPS at 1080p on...
Oh, it looks
so,
solid over here.
So,
looks
don't go pushing your fucking computer problems off on me, motherfucker. Come on, man. Damn. I'm just trying to sail. It sounds to me like your computer's getting ate to shit when you're in game and on video call. Because the audio is just fine as soon as you exited game. Still sailing in more storms. Did you load Atlas back up, man?
No, I haven't moved on either of these cameras since, like, I've been watching the streams.
Yeah, your camera feed for me in Skype is even pixelated. Yeah, I've got... I mean, it looks okay on the screen, but it's... Maybe...
Oh, I'm frozen. I haven't moved on either of these. I'm watching both YouTube and Facebook. I haven't moved for the longest time.
Yeah, the NDI took a shit, but I'm not catching your audio through the NDI.
Well, I know nobody said... I wasn't talking about my audio. You're talking about my audio. I understand what you're saying. And that's fine, but what I'm watching on video is not my problem, because I cleared up my video. That's why I was like, yo, something is not right over there, because I haven't moved for like 10 minutes.
That's just the NDI taking shit like it always does.
Yeah, but that's with me pointing out the video. I'm like, yo, this is still not happening. That's not my fault.
Then just say the NDI is fucked up. Don't beat around the bush, man. Get to the damn point.
I was like, I haven't moved. My camera hasn't fucking moved in 10 minutes.
So, when you say my camera, you're talking about your camera. That to me, that doesn't say the stream. That doesn't say on stream. That says your camera.
I said Facebook, YouTube. It looks like my camera, and this is the problem.
It's fixed now.
We'll see. YouTube's still taking a weird one, but...
Yeah, it could be
because... Facebook looks dynamite, though.
Yeah, it could be because the output's 1080p. And YouTube's downscaling it to 720.
Are they really?
Yeah. Yeah, you can only go, unless you're affiliate or whatever, you can only go to 720 on YouTube. You can't hit 1080.
Oh, well, then it must be downscaling. I just bumped us up to HD 1080,
Yeah.
and that cleared it up on my end.
Settings, quality. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that is it. It's just what I had the video player on.
Yeah, mine was all the way down at 360.
Jesus,
It
man,
looked
I've
like
been fucking with this bitrate for fucking weeks. Weeks! Because of that YouTube fucking looking like shit. Fuck you.
Oh, but that's because they didn't clearly state that you had to actually change the viewing button.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on, dude. You would think we got monitors that we're doing a terrible job of sailing, but who fucking cares?
We're getting there, man.
Yeah, we're moving westward.
That's right. We're going places.
But yeah, you would think that it would default to the highest resolution, especially with the kind of connections we have, man.
No, actually, YouTube defaults to the lowest setting because it doesn't do a connection check.
Get your shit together, YouTube.
They will allow you to put 1080 on your screen and then let your machine or your bandwidth deal with the problem. If you want to. Or they will give you 360 and then you'd be like, why is everything so smutty? And you spend an hour or two doing that and
yeah, man.
figure out where controls are, and you're like, okay, that part works now. I was sending taking little snippets of video and sending them out over to web earlier of just like the ocean at various times because of just how incredible the ocean can be in this game.
Yeah.
Especially, it's gotten more dynamic since the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah, dude. When I was swimming out to your frickin' shipwreck earlier, man, those waves. Like I'm sitting there looking up, so I swim up the wave, or you getting drowned by it.
Yep. And speaking of shipwrecks, just bowled over one.
Yeah, sorry, I've been fucking with shit this whole time, trying to sail, and it's a good thing I had that sexy buff, man. That's all I could say. We would be lost right now. Because I'm just glancing back every once in a while, clicking back on the Atlas window.
So you're fully decked out on it as far as how the buff like goes to you, right? Because that's why you're getting the 5,000 seconds or whatever.
It's just because I'm finding that many stars. You can find past 4. 4 is what you need to just get the buff. You can find like
okay, and it's like 1,400 if you just get the buff.
Yeah, and I've gotten, or I get usually shoot for 8 to 12.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, I only have the basic. I'm only spec'd into at 1 point, just because if you find 8 stars, you get 5,000 seconds and you move on.
Yeah.
More, you know.
My island right here as we go past it.
Yep.
See my little hut coming up. I wonder if I'd be able to go down there and get my armor out of that box.
You think it's still down there? Let's see. I mean, it could still be there.
Right. It's showing on your map, right? Yeah, one would figure I'd be able to go straight down there. Who knows? I may try something out after my new boat gets built. Because with not being in game, I'm not going to mess with it. Yeah, see, I'd come up a little bit closer and you could get in there real good, but I got flipped coming across this area. I got flipped right there at the base of the island. And I mean, that literally flipped.
I wish we would have been streaming when we landed that backflip, man.
Yeah, because that was crazy. I was still in the boat.
Yeah, below deck is the place to be if you're gonna try and backflip a fucking brigantine.
Yep, if you're gonna go for it, you gotta make sure batten down the hatches, as they'd say. Yeah, we should have put a diving platform on this thing. Look at that, my little hut. I see it.
Do we have the mats to make one?
I don't. You might. I mean, like I said, I emptied my resource box down there into your resource box.
Oh yeah, all I need is 60 metal. I might have that. Actually, hurting pretty bad for metal. Got none. Got 4 metal.
Got that cobalt up there. Yeah.
4. I need 6
Nah.
Attachment ain't happening right now.
Nope.
You going down trying to get your armor at least?
No, I'm not logging in.
Oh yeah,
No, I should.
Should
I should steam down and everything else. I would like to see them optimize the game a little bit better.
At least with CPU.
Yeah, because it's just ridiculous on how much CPU it tries to use.
Yeah, a lot of it's probably the damn water, but yeah, they're working on it. I'll give them that, man. It's constantly updates, and if an update breaks something, it's fixed within a few minutes, few hours tops.
According to what the break was, there are some that get broken and stay broken for a while. The early experience in the game, anyway, was that way, where certain things were broken and they were like, "Look, we're trying to work on other shit. We understand that that's broken, but we can't really help you with that right now, and we'll come back and work on that later." You know, and so that's kind of been where they had initially been, but you can't deny the fact that they have definitely been working really hard on the game. We took a little bit of a hiatus because it had gotten under our skins, and we tried to find another game. That's what I was trying to say, like last week or the week before when we were talking with Guru about it. It's like you and I went on the quest to find like our next game that we were going to start playing, because we were like, well, obviously Atlas is at the end here. Let's go find us another game. And we went through a bunch of games and never found nothing that was just going to be like, all right, this is what we're playing now.
Yep.
You know, now I'm still playing Forza Street a lot. Like, I'm still playing that on a daily basis, but I'm stuck right now. It's a modern sport car, which is this yellow emblem. Is all the cars that are listed as sport have this yellow emblem, and they want you to have a modern sport. Well, just so happens the one that I've got the highest levels into is a classic. It's a 67 Mustang, and it's well over 500 as far as its rating, and it's a dynamite car to do these street races with. But it helps me none trying to get the final boss in the story of the Sport Part 2. Because they had a muscle, sport, supercar, and what's the other one? There's like 4 versions. Can't remember what. I think maybe street, even, to kind of just be blah with it. I think those may be the 4 categories. And it's green, yellow, red, and blue. And you run through chapter 1 of the story, and it gives you all 4 categories and a racer that you're supposed to race at the end of it, and it's all about this ultimate prize that you're supposed to be going for. And you finish the first part, and you're like, yay, fucking ultimate prize should be coming my way. I am ready. And then you find out that you got to do exactly what you just did all over again, but with the people from the first chapter helping the people of the second chapter, and all of the levels have been increased as far as what you've got to do, and they're more specialized. Where, like I said, I'm stuck right now. Modern yellow is where I'm stuck, because my highest modern yellow is like a 492, which is not enough. Because the very first car I have to race in modern yellow is a 505. The last one's a 419. I mean a 519.
So your car and everything specs up just like Forza in general. Like you have your ratings work the exact same and everything like that. It's just, you can't just go out and like instantly buy the perfect upgrade.
No, this is it works real different on that level. Like, you get a car and it's the standard car. You have to apply upgrade points into the cars, which doesn't necessarily do better tires or better exhaust or better any of that like a normal thing would be in Forza. Like, go buy better exhaust, and it applies the points. It doesn't work quite like that. You can level a car without putting like specific parts onto them, but then there does reach a point where you have upgrade races. Like, you can put all these points and you can go between A and B, but in order to take and go from B to C, you need to go win that exhaust. And then that exhaust, once you use it to upgrade the car, then it can go from B to C. And then you upgrade to C, and then it doesn't need but the exhaust. It also needs one that's specially colored to the type of car. So if it's a muscle car, it's red. If it's a supercar, it's blue. If it's a green, it's street. If it's yellow, it's sport. So each day of the week, they have upgrade events. Every day you can get the standard exhaust. And then on certain days, you may be able to get yellow exhaust. You may be able to get red exhaust. You may be able to get blue. You may be able to get green. And then there's like the wild day where you don't know exactly what could come out of it. Then there's a pro day, which none of my cars are level enough to even entertain that idea. There are 3 tiers in the upgrade events. 1 being the exhaust, 2 being like a drive shaft, and 3 being a suspension. But I'm not leveled enough to do drive shaft. So it's pretty much like all of these cars have to be leveled through this initial program first. And then once they hit, my highest rated car is a 540. And it's a green 540. Modern green 540. And that car's ready to start trying to possibly earn the next level stuff, but it's not like set and ready. Because in order to get through the event, I need a bunch of cars that are going to be able to go that event, or I can run just that car and keep spinning my wrenches, because it gets 3 races in that event. And then you have to spin wrenches on it to get it repaired to run it again. And with that car, it costs 3 wrenches every repair. It's not as big of a problem, I guess, because I've been kind of a hoarder of my wrenches.
Right.
So I'm sitting at like probably getting close to 200.
Okay.
So I could go solo through an event like that, but that means only if it's a green modern event can I go from one end to the other with that car. You know, it's got to be greens, it's got to be moderns, or it's got to be well, no, that's it.
That's pretty good. That's
Well, I was gonna throw another type out there, but there's with the car category, there's really not. Like, it can be nothing. There are open categories that are just like wilds. They're not specially categorized. And then there are some that are retro or classic or modern. Those are the three time spans that they deal with where they categorize you. And then there's the color categorization. And then there's between like most of your cars start out at like 400. And a lot of your early competition starts out like at 380. So you're like well out leveled for a lot of the early stuff. But it's really only a boost that lasts for a certain amount of time, because then you start running into competition that's ahead of that. And then now, like I said, I'm at a spot where it's all like 500 and above. Like every one of the races that I'm running, like the lowest people I'm running into now are 489s. But that's like one guy in a whole series of races might be a 489. Everybody else is like 500 or higher.
sounds like a lot of work.
For a mobile game, it's kind of crazy. Especially it's one that I only press space bar to race. Yeah, it is built for the mobile platform, so it's kind of a, like, you hold down the space bar and that's gas. And then when you're approaching a turn, there'll be this little indicator that lights up, and you've got to meter the indicators is how it goes through the turn. The little yellow section, you want to get off the space bar right as you hit the yellow, like the solid yellow line. And that'll be your perfect braking. It's got a zone before that that will call you early or good or great. And then if you go over, they'll call you late. And then you stay off of it through the red zone, and then there's another yellow zone coming off the corner. And you want to pop back into the space bar as you're going out that side for the same effect of perfect, good, great, you know.
Yeah, so it's basically the turn system that's in the Forzas just applied to speed instead of you actually doing the turn.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And nitrous is the first introduction of nitrous into Forza.
Yep.
In Forza Street, and it's just coming out of a turn. Once your meter fills up, right mouse click, and it just burns off a single round if you've got a single round, double round if you've got double round. Your nitrous meter fills up once, and you can use that, but it continues to fill up the second meter. And once you use a full circle, whatever's left is continuing to fill up. That'll go back. If you fill both circles up, it'll drain both. But if you fill one and say you're a quarter inch away from filling up the second one and you tap the button, it's only going to use one, and then you're like, bam, able to use a second full circle shortly thereafter if the competition would dictate stuff like that. They don't let you pick the camera. It's all preset, and it's depending on your distance from the car that you're racing with. If you're way out ahead of it, it just shows you like kind of getting ready to hit the turn and let you time all that up good and blast and go. If they're close to you, it'll give you a little bit of a rear end look while in the straightaway areas, and then you hear this as you're starting to come up to the turns, and it turns the camera around. if they hit nitrous on you and you're coming into a turn, you won't even see them. All of a sudden, next thing you know, there's a car like right next to you, and they may dive the inside or swing wide on the outside according to how they came into the turn. And it's pretty wild to just like sit back and actually watch it. I would like to just be able to sit back and watch other people run the game. It would be something that I could see. To just watch other races, to be able to get that third person perspective of both cars running, because you're only on your car the whole time, and you really can't, like it. You're, like I said, you're dictated by what the game allows you to see. But it's still a lot of fun, and I still play the ever-loving shit out of it. Like, every day I log in and get my daily login bonus, you know. I'm on consecutive day 24 at midnight tonight, and I will be getting a premium card, which gives you a wheel spin, but it's actually like a motor crank is how they do it in Street. Because I know you know the Horizon wheel spins.
Yep.
Well, same idea, but without all the cosmetic crap that goes into Horizon.
Okay.
This is literally one to have. I think there's 5-star cars, but I'm not high enough level that they're offering me anything above 3-star cars right now. I think I've seen a 4-star car in my random wheel at one point, but it's a little motor. And you hold down the button, and it cranks this motor and gets it pumping real good, and then you let go. But there's a wheel of cars running horizontally on the screen, and it stops underneath the motor at one point, and that's the car that you're granted from the spin. If you get duplicates of cars, they take that car's value and add it into the star value of the duplicate car. So I had a car that started out as a 1-star that is now a 3-star because of the amount of times that I've gotten duplicates for that car. And the difference between a 1-star and a 3-star car is anything from paint jobs to the type of wheels that are on it. They start putting vinyl wraps when it gets to a 3-star. So it's not just a solid paint. Because you get solid paint, then you get like rims that look different than the stock rims, and then they put a vinyl wrap on it. And then I've seen 4- and 5-star cars, the vinyl wrap gets multi-layered and multi-colored. Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, seems to be just a continuous storm. You get a zone that's good, and then a zone that's raining, and a zone that's good, and a zone that's raining.
And here we go. Look at all those shits in the bay.
Yep, I see them just now starting to spawn in there.
It's great that we can run 1080p on Facebook. I mean, that's great. But the latency on YouTube is fucking fantastic. You know, we look at like 10, 20-second delays on Facebook. I mean, it's like 2 or 3 seconds on YouTube.
What's our knots? 17.
Yeah, 16.5 right now.
Oh, I see the drop there. Yeah.
It's a little bit heavier than she was when we first took her out, but this freaking shit gets it, dude. Not too heavy right now.
Yeah, I was feeling that about my schooner too, man. It was doing everything I needed to do. It was great. It was great. I was loving it. That's like the biggest ship that I've personally had too, so.
Yeah. It happens.
God, is this another set right in front?
Yep. Piling them on right now. There's a lag spike.
Oh yeah. Click, 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 click.
Yeah, at least, you know, I'm able to run it on high graphics settings, which is nice.
Yeah, most definitely.
We can get a good view of what the game actually looks like when I'm playing it. Even though it's scaled down to 1080p and we're playing at 3440 by 1440.
Right.
Those are twice the pixels. But still looks pretty good. And I've got the frame rate locked to 30.
Okay.
When I'm running 1440, it still only sees 45 to 50, so.
Gotcha.
When I'm running normal, I got G-Syncon with it, so.
Okay.
Smooths everything out. Fucking wind, dude.
Windu.
Yeah, nice. Wind, dude.
Free purple lightsabers for everybody.
Just sit and wait for the wind to rotate around, man.
That's our heading.
Midwest. Currently in K8, going to I-7, so we've got J, and then I'll cut up, depending on the wind, to determine whether when I head to the 7s. Just waiting for that wind to rotate a little bit more, and we'll start moving again. There it goes.
Here you go in, that's the 420 strain. This stuff smells like bong water. No.
Not that I've
I
ever,
mean, it
I
tastes.
mean, I'll be honest, not that I've ever tasted bong water, but.
Really?
No. Hell no, dude.
Your friends are really nice. My friends just had enough. My friends just had enough money to, like, talk those situations up. We rotated cash on dumb shit.
I've drank some nasty alcohol, man. I have done that. I've done the snake bite or whatever, where you just get whatever, all the overpour.
Oh, geez.
Drafts into one pitcher. It's like, I'll just have that. How much is that?
Mm.
And I had a pitcher of mixed beers one time.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. Of course, I was already drunk, so.
I got a buddy of mine to actually go around after a party and all the halfies, pour them into a pitcher.
How many cigarette butts?
No, that was the one stipulation we all kind of agreed on. We were like, as long as no cigarette butts. So he would pour them into a glass and make sure no cigarette butt fell out, or no ashes, or that whole train wreck of things. And then he would pour that into the pitcher, and he went around and he gathered up everything and poured them in there and drank like a whole pitcher of like happies.
Whole pitcher of backwash.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's swill.
Dude, I don't even like drinking after anyone. Like, if you ask me for a drink, I'm like, you can just have it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that really explains why you probably have never drink bog water either. Because, like I said, I mean, there's always that one time where, I don't know, I had a buddy who was you'd call him a dealer at the time period, I guess, and he was like, I will reload.
Holy shit!
Oh, it just spawned right in front of you.
Yeah, dude, I literally just ran through a ship. Alright, well, that's fucked.
We survived it though, right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, we took damage.
Just a little. But, dude, what the fuck was that?
Oh, that's crazy. for those of you who on the radio didn't get to see that, all of a sudden a boat appeared in front of him. He went into it and down the side of it, taking a mild bit of damage down the right-hand side of the vessel. And he's still trekking. Still trekking.
Yeah, dude, I got some insane fucking luck, I guess, when it comes to... It's because I'm the hero.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why my ships do backflips and survive.
Yeah,
no,
well,
the quest must continue.
Yeah. Where mine turns and goes, yeah, we're going to do a front flip. I thought I'd lost my Tiger on the front flip because it front flipped and landed upside down. And when I came off of the boat, and when it flipped back upright, there was no Tiger on the deck of the ship. But he was smart. During the flip, he went inside.
Tell you what, if there would have been anything I would have been saddest about the loss, it would be the Tiger.
Oh man, it would have sucked to have lost Sybil. Sybil's been around for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Our Tiger's been around forever.
These 3 Tigers came after we lost the first Tiger.
Yep. And since it was
It's fair.
Our greed that got them all killed, mine mainly. I was like, I must have this money. Let's do this way. We built a motherfucking stairway to heaven, literally, and still couldn't reach the top of that peak, man.
No, but I've seen a lot of builds since then that show how we could do it.
Well, that's good for future.
If you want to bend over, not bend over. If you want to swing over, like build your platform out as far as you can, swing down with the underneath and build the pillars. They only have to go and touch the rock.
Okay.
And they count.
'Cause you can build while you're hanging. I've done
Yeah.
that.
And they count as supported, and then you build over a little bit more and up more, and then you run another pylon down, and so on and so forth. It takes a little while to do it, but it also isn't swinging fucking 300 feet from the podium over to the
smacking a rock face like, I'm gonna climb up now.
That's what we were doing.
That's exactly what we were doing.
Yeah, we were ready for it, but yeah, though to see a couple other builds since then, to be like, all right, so we can build up the rock, but we got to do it where you go over and anchor into the rock, and then go over and then anchor into the rock. So it's that up over anchor, up over anchor, up over anchor.
I will admit, I have grown quite fond of using my grappling hook to swing around the ship.
I have noticed.
It's fun, man.
Well, there's a little island out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this discovery in.
Yeah.
Try to. I don't know. That's shallow as shit. Look at that. These islands aren't even... These little rock upcrops aren't even on the damn map.
No, I ran into a bunch of that. Like, every time you see those trees, those swamp-style trees.
Yeah, it just shows the shallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit bothers me, man, because I ain't trying to lose my shit.
I know you ain't trying to. I wasn't trying to when I come through there.
Yeah, this is true.
I was like, all right, I mean, here's a good spot. I can get this close and probably be pretty good. And it was like, no, you can't.
Just like yours, this one was built off the first build off of the Journeyman, so it's got that durability bonus, and I don't want to lose that.
Nope. No,
I didn't want to see the original Feeling Naughty go down either, but shite heavens. I will say, knock on wood here. I think I need to knock on wood again. Sorry. There we go. I don't think I've ever actually lost a large ship.
And here it goes.
I've lost planks, but able to build and replace what I needed the one time I was about to lose the ship.
Yep. Mine was, I lost 2 planks and didn't have extras.
I don't have any extras on this ship right now.
Totally didn't think about it.
Yeah. I didn't think about it either because, like I said, I don't really, unless it's a combat ship, I don't really carry them around because I don't plan on running into some stupid shallows and doing flips. Don't plan on it.
No. They sneak up on you every now and again, though.
Yeah. But I've also got some resilience pumped into this ship, like I did the original Felinati. The original Felinati's the one who did the backflip and survived.
Oh, that's right. That was the...
So it was a brigantine that did a motherfucking backflip, and the only thing that happened is I fell off the boat.
Well, you fell off, and I had to run up and stop it because I was underneath the deck when it happened.
Yeah, and I was able to swim to safety. We got lucky as shit that day, dude.
Yeah, we did. Remember, though, how it used to be, like, the old way was those guys would put those pillars out in the water and you'd never see them?
Motherfuckers, man. Yeah, just pillaring up islands so to wreck ships.
Yep.
Shit. That's some weird fucking shallows.
Oh, yeah, see? See, this is... I told you.
That's why I love the sextant, man. All about that sextant.
That's what I put in Discord earlier today.
Yeah, dude.
Sextant is life.
Yes, man. It makes... If you're going to sail, if you're going to treasure hunt, if you're going to explore it all, why not have a mini-map up constantly? Why not know your exact GPS location and have a compass? Why not? Like I said, I don't have any bonus points into it at all. But I don't want to sail. I don't want to adventure without it.
No.
I'll be honest with you anymore. I don't like doing anything without it.
Well, no.
Even just running around farming on islands.
Yeah, because you get real attached to that mini-map being over there and being like, all right, so this is where that is. Oh, run back to the boat. It's that way.
Yep. That's why I was always saying when we're out, it's like, follow me. I can get us there because I can see. But now that you have your own... I actually built an extra sextant.
Well, good. Your brother can take that one, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's handy. It's handy as hell.
Yeah, if you're gonna play Atlas and you plan on being the one sailing ships, or just going out and adventuring, when you spec into shipbuilding at all, make sure you at least grab the navigator, because it's huge. It makes the game so much better.
Highly recommended. All right, that knocks that first hour down.
It's been an hour already?
8:07.
Well, by the time the show's over, I might just get to the island. I'm going to try and crash right after the show, though, because I want to get into work a little early tomorrow, get some things knocked out, and then I got a 3-day weekend. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, tentatively.
Yeah, tentatively. But I took a PTO day on Friday, because this is my first weekend off in like 5 weeks.
Well, they also screwed up your other day off this week, or what was that? Last week. At the end of last week, you were supposed to have a day off, and you had to go in for a couple hours to make something.
Oh, that's all the time, man. That's just like, I'll bitch about it, and then I'll just do it. That's the way it goes.
Oh, no, you didn't. You came home and was like, oh, yeah, screwed up my whole day, and then it was like never even a thought after that.
Oh, yeah, I just changed my days off this week.
Hey, dog.
Yeah, I just changed them. It worked out better for everyone.
Well, that's good.
Tomorrow's my last day this week, and I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, no shit.
After this weekend, I'll be on for the next 2 or 3 weekends straight.
What's your day looking like, though? I mean, you putting in a full day?
Yeah,
tomorrow
will be a full day.
So what? 4:30, 5 o'clock getting home, or 6:30?
No, that's what I said. I'm going to try and get to bed at this time so I can get in and take care of my stuff and be home by like 3:30.
Okay.
It's what I like to do. But I take the boy to school most times and drop him off at like 7 a.m. So I'm to work at 7:30. So you got to be there till 4. But if I can, summertime's great because I can get in at 6:30 when I want to be there. And
is it? What is your
on 3?
What does your autofocus do?
Oh, my camera? Who fucking knows, man? It's probably getting all fucked up by the smoke from the cigarette and me talking with my fucking hands and stuff with my hands.
It was funny because all of a sudden everything went black. I was gonna be like, "Hey man, your background blur just turned on," but then it went with your face too, and I was like, "Oh wait, nope."
Yeah, no.
Thing.
This camera does what it wants. I want to get a DSLR camera or something.
You know, I've been thinking the same thing. It's kind of what I've been wanting to put back here. I really like my Logitech cam. It's been really good, but I've been thinking about an upgrade.
Yeah, you think either the 4K webcam or, for me, I truly would like to have like a vlog style camera. So that way, when I do, my rebuilds on my computer and stuff, I can not use my cell phone.
Yes. Yes, very true, very true. Unless you're running like a new Pixel XL that can do high-end video.
I can shoot 4K. I just can't see the screen when I'm shooting in 4K. Unless I'm in selfie mode, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I picked up a app and it allows me. So on the Galaxy Note 8, you can only shoot 4K video for like 10 or 15 minutes with the regular like photo video app.
Okay.
I picked up another one, and it allows unlimited time, and I have a 128 gig micro SD card in the phone.
Oh, yeah, okay. Here.
So
Yeah.
So with that program, I can shoot 4K video all day long, but I can't see what I'm shooting while I'm shooting it.
That's weird.
Yeah, because the screen is on the back side of the phone, so that's why I want a vlog style camera with a flip screen.
It doesn't have a rotate camera? Like mine's got front and rear facing cameras, so
yeah, I could use the front facing camera, but you're not getting the same quality on the front facing camera as you are the rear facing.
The camera that's on the same side as the screen doesn't do as good as the one that's on the other side.
Correct.
So you should be able to look at the screen while you're shooting.
Not if I want the camera on the backside to face what I'm shooting. Like, not the angles that I want, anyways. I could face the camera directly into something and me on the backside of the camera.
Like putting it in there and looking at stuff to where you're not looking at your phone?
Correct. That's why a flip screen would be nice, so I could turn.
So you could just screen, yeah.
Because the angles I'm going to use for something like that aren't an angle where the camera is directly in front of the PC. It's going to be an angle where the camera's looking down, so you can see a little bit of me, like what I'm doing, and
right.
the PC.
Right, you're using it as kind of an overhead cam.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Right. Yeah, so you got to get your hands in there. It's sitting somewhere. You get your hands in there. It sees a little bit of that. And, of course, at that moment, you can't see what's going on the screen.
Trying to use it like a video camera where I'm the cameraman and the person in the video.
Right. Right, I follow. Yeah, the new one that my girl had just gotten, she got another Nikon. And it's got the pull-out screen.
Yep.
So if she wants to take a picture like over a cliff's edge, all she has to do is hold the camera out there and then flip the screen back to where she can actually see it, and it'll show her straight down the canyon, but she's actually looking at a screen flat, looking at her. Also, with one of her video cameras, it's got the flip out that rotates, so even if she turns it around, she can see it.
Yep, that's what I need. I want.
Yeah, we got 2 different cameras that'll do it, but unfortunately what I've ran into is they're not the DLXR.
Yeah, DLSR or whatever.
Yeah. And so there's no software to use them as a webcam.
Yeah. And you know how I am, man. If I want something like that, I'm not gonna
bullshit on it. I'm gonna go ahead and invest into something that's gonna be.
So you're looking at $1,000 plus, easy to get a solid high mid-range camera.
Right. Now I do know of a Twitch streamer that was like one of the first people to use a 4K XLR, like what is it? DLXR, I think. DSLR. And he was the first guy to use one of these high-end cameras, and everybody was like, man, your video looks so good. And he's like, yeah, this is what I'm using. And it was a $4,000 camera.
Yep. The one I would really like to have would be like, it's called like a Sony A7i or 2i or something along those lines, and they're $1,300 to $2,000.
Man, that's just stock. That's just the bone item. That's not even with any add-ons.
But that's supposedly a really good, like, vlog style camera. I'm waiting for this spring season to get shots. Spring season to get over here in Ohio and winds and stuff to calm down a little bit, because I'm gonna get up out there with my drone.
Really? Are the winds that bad there in your area?
It's enough to push my drone around when you get up a few hundred feet.
I hear you. So, you done any real conversating with our drone pilot that we've made friends with here lately?
No, I haven't really talked to Zarkon about that. I need to, because if he's going for the commercial license, that'd be kind of cool to get his input and insight into things. Just as long as we don't get into any fanboyism, like, you must have this type, you must have this, you must have that.
As long as he's not that tightly the same as his other crewmate, I don't think you'll run into that.
Yeah, let's hope not. I mean, he's a nice guy and all, but I just don't like someone telling me how to do everything all the time. This is why I didn't deal well with teachers in school. You don't need to tell me what to do all the time. If you have something insightful that will help me learn and grow, please, by all means. But if you're just going to tell me what to do when I already know what I'm doing,
well, if you're going to just tell me to do what you do because that's what you want me to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's more what we run into more often than not. I don't think it's helpful knowledge being dropped our way. I think it's, well, this is the way I do it. I don't see why you're doing it that way. You should be doing it this way.
Yep. And all of my ways have been successful.
I was like, but my ways aren't broken. Like, shit works my way. If shit works your way, that's cool. I appreciate you letting me know the alternate way to do things, but don't tell me I have to do that my way is wrong and your way is right. I think some of us have the right way to do this.
That's how I fucking manage, dude, in life. That's how I manage people. It's like, look, here's our end goal. However we get there, as long as we achieve this goal, I don't care.
I want this.
I would do it this way.
I want this goal this time.
Yeah, if you have a way that works better for you than my way, then by all means, please do it. As long as the end result is what we're looking for. So I don't want to tell people what to do all day long. I may be in a management role, but I don't want to tell you what to do. I want to tell you what the expected result is, and I want to see you achieve that result and go beyond.
I feel that if you're going to be a part of the team, that I should be able to go, all right, so this is what we're doing, and we got to have it done by this time. And I shouldn't have to fuck with you anymore.
Yeah, you really shouldn't. If you got questions.
Oh, no, yeah, if you got questions, you want to come ask me stuff. If you want recommendations from me on how I do things to help you out with what you're wanting to do, then that's fine. But I'm not going to be the guy to go, hey, this is the only way it can be done. If you're not doing it this way, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to do it for you.
Oh no, I'm not showing you. I'll tell you. I will tell.
I'll show you. I'm a hands-on learner.
No. If somebody's expressed that that's what they do, now I have also ran across people that are the opposite side of that, where they don't want you showing. They don't want you getting in the way of them doing it. They want to do it. They just want you to like help them along. So you're going to need to put this with that, and then this with that. And as long as you do this with this and this with that, you'll get what you're looking for. And then those people, I won't get in your way if you're trying to do it at the time I come up to the situation. If you're asking for help and you just want to do it, I'll tell you how it's done. But yeah, I understand the hands-on learning bit too. Like, see, this is how I do it. But you got some people, I've run across some people who are like, don't come see how I do it. Tell me what you want me to do.
Yeah. I'm a visual learner, I guess is the best way to put it. Seeing is able to, allows me to replicate, I guess. And if you want to deal with some audio issues for a moment, man, we're here. Like, I'm just looking for a place to fucking park. This is big money map.
Oh, so you're doing it?
If you want to, like, that's why I said if you want to pop in and we'll deal with some audio issues for just a minute. It's fine by me. But
yeah, I mean, that's
you can't see the map from here. It's more towards the interior of the island, but this is the best parking spot. Alpha Gator, right off the fucking boat.
That's a bad place to park.
It just turned into one, didn't it? Deal with this gator from the front of the boat. I got 140 arrows.
Check the tames, make sure they don't want to jump. I haven't had a tame jump off a boat.
Just whistle passive. Should be alright.
Well, I'm saying I haven't had a tame jump off a boat yet.
Neither have I.
But remember how they used to?
Yep, that was it.
That is a G13 IPA, though, is the one that I just drank. Oh, look, host pending timeout.
You don't want none, man. He's not being aggressive at all. Alright, well, time to risk it.
Risking the bisc. Wow, that's funny. I host timed out to get eaten by this shark. I have no idea what zone I'm in. I have no idea how deep in the water I am. I know I was eaten by a shark. Oh shit, there's fucking 3 or 4 of them there. Alright, that's it, mate. Where are you at?
Getting back on the boat because this alligator's coming.
I-7?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, when I logged out, that's where it left me. I was like, yo, I need to get rid of all my shit.
Come
on. What just happened? No, I'm trying to figure out. I just respawned at Philanaughty 2 and it fucking white screened, and then it was like, alright, so you want to spawn at this bed right here? Like, no, spawn on the Philanaughty 2. Yeah, but don't you want to spawn at this bed? No. No, I don't want to spawn at bed. I want to spawn at boat that has bed. That's what happened. I should have never named that damn bed. That's what happened. I named the bed. Yo, this gator. Why? Why is it trying to eat Sybil? The vultures is waiting. Oh, I'll move out your way.
Well, there's only one way to find out where the gator went. Let's get in the water. Hey, there it is.
Yeah, there's a K11 map down here.
Yeah, let's go. Gator. Oh, shit. I hear it behind me. It's scary. Oh, no.
That armor at the bottom of the ocean.
What the hell?
Yo, you, my friend, have a cobra, an alpha, and a what? All right, so we know that. Yo, he's going after the alpha bird. And then he left the alpha bird, and now the alpha bird's over there. That may be an alpha vulture. Be careful. Yep, he's coming back.
It's on me. Help me, Jesus!
He's not on you anymore. Alpha Gator is over there flipping out. Okay, now he's coming back out into the water. So, how far into this interior? There are rhinos on a rock, my friend.
Don't be too far into the interior. I'm just gonna hop on the boat and we'll go.
Oh yeah, that.
We can outrun this gator, no problem. It's a bitch.
That has made my camera fucking a nightmare.
Oh, let me give you the map. You got the eyes. I'll put it on the tiger.
Thank you, sir. Oh yeah, I see it. I am facing straight at where it's at.
With the other alligators and snakes up there?
I see the other alligators and snakes up there, yes.
That's it, alpha freaking vulture. Let's do this, man. Here we go.
You got that alpha gator off to the left, so...
Going straight up the gut here.
Gator's not paying us. No, never mind.
Take out this gator.
I got one piece of prime.
There's honey right there. We need to grab that on our way out.
All right. Oh, this is up on the ruin.
Nice.
Is what it looks like. No, might be just past it. You got a lot of chili peppers here too, or peppers. And then whatever these are. There was one time I think it's been strawberries.
Bilberries and sugar.
Oh yeah, we got new saps here too.
I'm getting this honey. Bear won't collect the honey.
I bet he'll collect these. These are sugars. Alright, bud. Kill all the bees. Yo, you got vultures? Not an alpha vulture, but it is vultures. You got another vulture flying in. And I got a cobra up my butt.
Here comes another vulture. Come get some. This island is ridiculous, man.
Alright. Let's see how the torpor is doing. Alright, we're good. Torpor's okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah, see the rock to the left of the steps?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where we gotta go. Give me just a second. Let this torpor kind of fade just a little bit.
Go.
Did you get bit by a cobra?
Nope.
Yeah, I did. Well, Tiger did. Okay, so what are you figuring? Level-wise, we're looking, say 40 pluses?
Oh, dude, we've seen 40s on a lot lower level maps. We should see some intense shit here, but we've got our Nature's Cry, so I'm definitely going to be hitting the Nature's Cry on this one, and we got high level as tames. So,
do you have your, the other thing?
No, I don't have
The healing.
I don't have the healing one.
Alright. Well, I do.
Let's just send it. Fuckers. If it gets too bad, signal
Run.
the retreats.
96. Alright, lots of shit dying.
Get fucked. Oh, there's one more.
One. Yeah. We'll kill him.
Bitch went down.
That's alright, he gave me enough time to do this.
Yep, me too. Fuck.
I think we've kept him confused enough. Yeah, we kept him confused enough he didn't know what the hell was going on.
We're about to get fucking rich, man.
Everybody get ready to get get paid.
Masterwork map.
$1,500 gold.
Learn skill, completed quest, treasure master. Learn skill, treasure master. What is skill, treasure master? I got mythical brass knuckles, mythical flintlock, mythical hide pants, and mythical stone pick, as well as 1,255 gold.
I got a level.
Me too, man. We got a level out of that.
That's the biggest deal of all of that. I got a
motherfucking level out of that. What is this treasure master skill? Go to your star. At the very end of your skills, go to your star. Treasure master skill. Earned after completing treasure master skill set bonus. Melee tool durability boost plus 100%. What?
Skills go to the star. Oh, quest skill. Okay.
Melee tools plus 100% durability. Our shit's never gonna break, dude.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We need more of those maps.
Yeah, no shit.
We know we can handle them. Just the two of us.
Yep. Nice, man. And we got fucking fatty paid and a level. Cause see, for people watching the stream, we're at max level for the game. The only way to get more levels from here is to earn discovery points.
Or other, apparently like what we just did.
Dude, we just got over 100 discovery points.
Yeah.
From doing that.
We got a gator coming up here, I think, that wants to show us some love. He looks like he's already been fucked up by a buzzard or two.
I just want the prime meat, bitch.
Alright, I got one prime out of that.
Is there a discovery up here by chance? Nope. I don't know what to do with this level, dude.
Yeah, I didn't do anything with it except for I need to readjust into fortitude again because I had that weird, for some reason.
When you're young, you get a buff to fortitude, a plus 30 buff.
Oh, that explains it.
So when you get old, that goes away.
How's that alpha doing over there?
He's right there. You want to try him? We can always run.
It's according to how hard he hits, man.
Well, I'll wait for you.
Alright, I got a nature's cry.
You got mine ready to roll also?
Where you're at. There's that fucking alpha vulture.
Yeah, the gator's up this way.
Alright, I'm on your 6. I'm gonna go for it, huh?
Took me down a quarter health in like 2 hits, man.
And he's chasing, don't run into the water. He's fast there, remember? I mean, we hit him pretty hard too, though. Not a quarter of his health, but still pretty hard. Now I gotta wait on this gator to get away from the boat. You wanna sail the boat down a little bit and just like.
I hear a fucking buzzard going nuts. I want to make sure it's not that alpha.
He's not the alpha. He's on the back of the boat there, just fucking doing his thing.
Where is the old gator?
Under the boat.
Okay.
Right? Do you see him? Yeah, see, he took a pretty fucking solid hit.
Off. You can get on there. I want to grab this, man.
There's another one over here. You want me to grab it?
Yep, go for it. Elephants on this island. Quality. Trash. I'm gonna go get this honey.
Oh yeah, you do still want that.
Picked up some already. I'm just gonna grab this other one.
We are in the middle of a bee crisis in this country, in the world even.
Oh, those ones are dead, so you don't have to worry about those. Beer crisis or bee crisis averted. Beer crisis.
And the crisis is that they are all dying.
Yeah, I'm well aware. The honeybees. Not the fucking bees giant.
Not all the other bees that fucking piss you off, but
Yeah,
the
honeybees.
that are useful.
The good ones. Ones you don't want to murder.
Yep.
Ooh, free fish. We're getting low on food on the ship. I had to consolidate. We had 3 larders full. I had to consolidate it down to less than half of 1.
Yeah, I saw that when I went down there. I was like, holy crap, your crew's eating a lot.
Most of it's spoiled, I'm sure.
Swish, Alpha. Because even when you said, oh, he took off, I still hit the water and was like, he's going to be right here. I saw his name disappear off to the left and was still like, yeah, that motherfucker's just going to turn around and come back to the boat.
Mythical fucking treasure, man. That's my first one ever.
Just to eat my tiger feet. All right, so I ended up with mythical fur boots, mythical heavy shield, mythical large shipyard,
Nice.
and a mythical shovel.
That's what our galleon gets built out of. Mythical large shipyard. The ultimate galleon gets built out of that. So
That shipyard is 6 times with 226 mythos.
We got this. One day. Not anytime soon, but one day.
6 times 821 on the fiber, 411 on the stone, 1642 on the thatch, and 3284 on the wood. So just a little bit. Along with 1255 gold. Taking our boat back over 2,000.
Yeah.
That's
There's
how
only 350-ish on there when we got on the boat.
Like I said, I started out on mine earlier today where I was 215 and came back with 2,300 and something and was like, all right, I guess that was a good trip.
Like an hour and 10 minutes to get there. So, in your opinion, you said, so you made 2K earlier, and...
Definitely not in that time span.
Okay. It took longer or faster?
I'd say just a little bit longer, but I only sailed 1 block away and was fortunate to get 2 on this island, 2 on that island, 2 on this island. Okay. And then on my way back, I had actually picked up a map that was on one of the islands I'd been on and stopped and hit it on the way back.
Dude, I don't know what I want to spec into.
What was this map I got on me? I ended up with an I-8 map. What we got here, the decent maps are D6, G14, and M4. Those are all our blues. Talk to the folks for a minute. I'll be right back. Blad dictates so.
So I've got 8 points to spend, as y'all can see right here. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to spend them. I've been wanting to try weight sales on some ships, but I haven't. That's 6 points just to get the mediums, and I'd want to be able to have the larges, and that's 10 fucking points. See, that's a problem. Just to build. Anything in captaincy that'd be worthwhile. I don't sink ships, so I don't need that. I'd have to have that to pick up improved rally the troops, but I haven't really been using rally the troops. I could probably spec out of rally the troops, for that matter. It gives me 2 skill points, it gives me 10. Could learn how to make grog. I could Increase my sextant buff. Not sexy buff. Right there, that's 1 point. Don't care about the time. Well, maybe I do. So, with the patch today, they increased benefits of a lot of things and some good up. One of my favorite things to hear was that, so it used to be if I died or I logged out while my sextant buff was active. And just a little recap, sextant buff is the little mini map you see in the top left of my screen, plus the compass at the top center, plus the yellow information at the bottom, GPS, speed, direction, and current region. That's all a buff from using the sextant, so searching those stars. And it's a great thing to have, but they made it to now where when you log off or you die, you don't lose the buff. It sticks with you, or at least when you log off, the buff sticks with you. So if you have a game crash, since we are in an early access game, and you log back in, you're not screwed with a buff timer countdown, but no buff. That's one thing that's been really freaking bothering me. I just don't know what skills to take, man. I don't know what skills. I almost want the sextant buff. That's 1 point. I've got 8. Could go eagle eye.
Eagle Eye's not bad. Let me see. Let me look at what
Eagle
you're.
Eye would work good for me because then I can scout treasures. Is the only thing I'm thinking there. And I could get the Eagle Eye 2 for sure and pick up a couple extra other things. I don't need anything. I could pick up Nature's Touch and improve Nature's Cry. Yeah, dude, I only have the first set of Nature's Cry.
I was going to say Nature's Touch is something you'll want in fights like where you just were like, oh yeah, man, I got took down to half health. You would want to be able to rebuild.
Yeah, and I've had it before. I just don't.
I don't use it very often, but I did actually end up needing to use it during that fight. So that's the only thing I would say is you're at a point now where it probably wouldn't hurt to have at least maybe the first one.
Yeah, especially if we're gonna go off and eventually end up on Power Stone Islands fighting some hardcore shit.
Right.
All right. Well, that seals it. Nature's Touch. First one gives me 6 points. I could do it. I'm not going to do Improve Nature's Cry. I could go Improve Ballistic Studies and Steady Aim. Improved Ballistic Studies will allow me to use up to mythical bows and spears. But I'm riding animals. So Journeyman bows and spears is good enough. Alright, just talked myself out of that one. I don't need to learn anything more with cannons. I have what I want out of that. I don't care about the reloading speed or anything like that. You've seen what we do in the Galleon. I can wreck shit.
Yep.
Maybe I should go Able Navigator and get the buff duration increase and mini game duration increase.
And your Sexton?
Yep. I'm thinking about it.
I did. That was where I had invested my points that I still had left over. I went down that Sexton tree and started to supply some of those buffs. I'm sitting with like 18 points now.
Oh, I've only got 6.
Oh, I had 35 when I sat down to mess around with some, and then I was down to 10.
Yeah, I'm just spec so far into some shit.
Yeah. Oh, I feel you.
And one thing that really hurts, man, specking into cannons, into artillery.
Yeah.
That shit takes some points. It was 14 points to learn the ballista turret.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm. And cannons ain't cheap, man. I think it was like 10 points to get the large cannons. So cannons, the shipbuilding stuff is just eating up 6 points. To do or not to do. God damn it. Could go tool studies so I could use journeyman tools.
I did go into tool studies. I didn't know where else I could continue that kind of route. I think in armorer, I'm set there too because you got to go into armor studies in order to make additional armors.
Yeah, and see, dude, the only thing I ever need is a bow just for taming purposes. If I'm gonna attack something, we're riding tames, dude. That's how we roll. We ride on fucking animals.
Truth. We do not play with
take an able navigator.
Trying to battle out. Yeah, well, see, the navigator stuff is also, I saw when you were like, all right, I'm going to go down and do this. You can go out and grab some maps. When we split up like that, that's both of us sailing, both of us needing our tames, both of us, like, at that point in different locations. And so I was like, oh, well, I need a little bit of what he's got if I'm going to be out doing this by myself, like rolling around by myself.
And you've got plunder, right?
I do have plunder.
Okay. Plunder,
I've got plunder and knowledge. I've got plunder and knowledge of the old ones, all the way down to. I'm all the way down to being able to do prying eyes. In that tier, and I've got advanced knowledge of the old ones and advanced shoveler.
I don't care about flotsam.
No, sightseeing kind of became unnecessary.
They did just buff. They doubled the gold you get from flotsam and from shipwrecks.
Oh, well,
that's in the update.
Now they may be worth diving on a little bit, but I'll tell you this, they weren't before.
Maybe I just save these 5 points.
Dude, I'm still sitting on my points.
Or I could pick up improved. Nah, I don't want improved nature's grad. I don't want it. Crafting speed might be beneficial for me. I'm taking crafting speed. There's a point into that. I've got 4 points I'm sitting on right now.
Nice.
What comes if I spend? Alright, so I can pull armory from this. That's 2. I'm maybe learning armor. Just so I can make my own hide. Nah, you know what? No, I'm not. Take it back. I changed my mind already.
Oh, bam.
I'm going to save my 4 points.
I'm out.
Stop. Alright. So, I wonder if your issue is just peak times or something, man, because you're in-game, right?
Yeah.
No audio issues now. I wonder if it's just a peak times thing.
I told you. It's something about this area's upload that has been a problem, and it is during those peak hours. But I'd say that my city is probably 9 times the size of your town. So.
Oh well, probably more than that, dude. Probably.
You'd actually be pretty shocked to find out that it's really not, but.
Yeah, it's a tiny motherfucker.
And believe it or not, as big as Greensboro likes to say it is, it's relatively tiny as well in the grand scope of it. Like we're definitely no New York City. We're definitely no Miami.
Yeah.
We're no Atlanta.
I'm trying to think of a small town that people actually know, and I can't think of one. But yeah.
What's that one that Adam Sandler was from in the movie where he became the billionaire?
Fuck, I can't remember. Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds, the town that Mr. Deeds was from.
Yeah, I can't remember, but something similar to that, dude.
That's Mayberry, maybe.
Yeah. Seriously, something similar to that. My town is on one side of the river. There's another town on the other side of the river.
Do y'all
And
throw rocks at each other?
there's 1, 2, 3 bars, a pizza place, a Subway, a Dairy Queen, a grocery store, a Dollar General, and 1 gas station and a drive-through and 1 bank. That's the town.
Wow.
It's literally just because there's a highway along the river.
I hear you. Yeah. The town of Mayberry is here in North Carolina. It's Mount Airy, North Carolina. Is the actual town that it is. And yeah, it's at this point though, I'd probably say that Mount Airy is probably bigger than your town based on what you just said now.
I'm looking at the population. Trying to, anyways.
Mount Airy.
Total population 880.
That's your town?
Yeah.
All right, visit Mayberry, Mount Airy. Let's see what the wiki says. Mount Airy's official website. Visit Mount Airy, North Carolina. Wikipedia. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I'd say that even Mayberry's bigger.
Yes.
Mayberry 10,232 as of two.
Dude. Yeah, I got less than 1,000 in my town. That's all right though, man. I like it. I got really good internet because I'm along a highway. I'm all right with it. All right. Let's see. What time we got? 8:56 on the show.
4 minutes for Radio Land.
Yeah, 4 minutes for Radio Land.
Here we go. We got a nice little spot here that's close at least. It's still almost double your population, but it's a place called Pilot Mountain, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, there used to be concerts at the base of this mountain, and it's a mountain with a nipple on top of it, like essentially.
Nipple Mountain.
The Titty Top Mountain was a common referral.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Titty Top Mountain, North
I
Carolina.
could motorboat that. I mean, I could see that.
One nipple on the Appalachian Trail, but they're 1,433. So like I said, still almost double your population, but.
Yeah, dude, my town is fucking tiny.
Yeah, that 800, man. That's a really, really small number. Like I saw towns way smaller than that, but in like South Dakota on a mountain road that say population 21.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's 2 stoplights. One before you get into town and one on your way out.
Oh, no, these places didn't even have stoplights.
Stop signs, yeah.
Yeah, no stop signs either. Yeah, they were big enough that they just, if you come up to the intersection and saw somebody, you just be like, hey, I'm going to go.
I call those hold your breath towns. I lived in one of those one time because you can hold your breath longer than it takes to get through the town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of those up in South Dakota, man. When we rode through the mountain, the higher up that you've got an elevator as you're going towards, what is it? South Dakota into Montana. As you're taking that route, or no, Wyoming. As you're going into Wyoming from South Dakota, I'd almost guarantee we passed 20 little towns that didn't have a population over 50.
I could live in a place like that as long as it had internet.
We were like seeing rental properties and we're like, but doesn't everybody that lives here already have a house?
Yeah,
Was
they're
somebody
vacation homes and hunting properties, man.
was
Those are big around here, for that matter. I do believe Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a hunting cabin in Morgan County, which is a sister county to mine.
that would not surprise me. It's probably his dad's old place. Because his dad was the real avid hunter. Junior is not as much, but I'm sure he wouldn't let go of a place that was probably his dad's old place.
Yeah, but yeah, I know he has hunting land around here.
Yeah, shoot, I wonder how often he gets to get out and do any damn thing now with the wife and baby.
Babies. And that's a bye-bye radio land.
Bye-bye, Radio Land. It was fun hanging out with y'all tonight.
We might crash here tonight, dude. On this island right here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna... Because I wanna get to bed so I can get up, get to work, get the day over with.
Get back here to...
Tear into a 3-day weekend of relaxation.
Map destruction.
Money making.
Oh, yeah, our alpha gator is back.
I've got everybody off the sails and everything. They're all whistled to passive.
Sweet.
So that's good there.
All the tames are also whistled to passive?
Yeah, that one whistle takes care of everything. Doesn't all passive whistle. That's semicolon.
Yeah, I've used it.
Okay. And then equals will... Like, if I'm doing taming, man, I whistle all passive. But if I get pulled off by a lion, I just hit the equals sign real quick and whistle. That whistle is attack your target.
Okay.
So I may lose the lion, but I'm not getting killed.
Yeah, more important, right?
Yeah, precisely. Alright, time to go pass out next to a fucking tannery. Get back in my corner here. Alright. On that note, I guess we'll end the stream here as well.
Bye, streamies.
So let me get adjusted here. Y'all can have this as your final view. You can look at the ramp of my ship. Facebook, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next week. Probably have the guru back. Who knows what we'll be up to. Probably it's more of the same. Later. And all that same shit, YouTube. Thanks for watching. We appreciate y'all. Catch y'all later.